Super Sentai will undergo a major overhaul and may change its name in Japan. Let's get to it. A note published on the Oricon portal indicates that the Super Sentai franchise will end its run on TV Asia with the current series Gojuger. Over the past few years, there has been speculation that the Super Sentai franchise might go on hiatus or end its television run due to fluctuating ratings, but mainly due to a low toy sales revenue. Oh, okay. However, it seems the outcome is different. The re-owned portal Oricon posted that the re-owned Super Sentai franchise will end its run on TV with the current series. The series is question is number 1 Sentai Gojuger, which celebrates the 50th anniversary of the show that originally aired with Go Ranger in 1975. By the way, it's not the 50th, it's the 49th Sentai. Super Sentai has faced a decline in toy sales in recent years since it split with Power Rangers in 2017. The franchise grossed approximately 21 billion yen, while in 2022, it only grossed 5 billion. This likely promoted Toei to consider restructuring, as noted by the Ranger Board website. According to the Ranger Board forum, Gojuger is the last Super Sentai series in the format we know. The franchise will undergo a rebranding arriving in 2026 with a new identity. Now, there's been so many people reacting to this like crazy. Some are overreacting, thinking that it's the end of the franchise as we know it. It's the end of Super Sentai, period. No more Sentai in Japan. It's like, y'all are just really overreacting into any news. Just because Gojuger is the last Sentai, it doesn't mean it's the end of Sentai as a whole. They're just gonna go on an overhaul, rebrand themselves, and show up in 2026 in style. And plus, we got a new season coming out in 2026, and we don't know what the Sentai is gonna be or whatever new name they're gonna call it. But if it looks great, I'm sure it's gonna be cool. So this one is pretty much a rebrand. You know, they're gonna rebrand themselves. They're gonna reinvent themselves. It's kind of like a wrestler when you've been a baby face for so long, and if it gets to a point where it becomes a bit stale, then you're gonna have to go on an overhaul to change your gimmick, to reinvent yourself. The same way Undertaker did when he was the dead man throughout 1990 to 1999 and came back as the biker gimmick in 2000 that lasted since 2000 to 2003. And he brought it back for one time, and a few times he made appearances in NXT, Raw, or even SmackDown, right? So if WWE can reinvent the characters, so can Tokusatsu, which is Sentai and Power Rangers. And the reason why I'm all for this is because I feel like it's been time for a change for years, because if you look at the recent Sentais, you notice that it's gotten more goofier and cheesier and campier throughout the years. You know, it ain't like the 70s, 80s, and early 90s when it was more serialized when it comes to characterization and serious storylines and violent fight scenes and whatnot. But I think in 2026, if they're going to go back to that style, that means they're going to reinvent themselves. And I believe that for a fact, and it makes a lot of sense. So just because you see that it's the end of the Sentai, that doesn't mean that it's going to be end of the franchise, period. They're going to reinvent themselves. They're going to rebrand themselves. You know, in America, we call it Super Sentai. Any country that sees Tokusatsu, they're going to have their version of what they're going to call it. Like Brazil, Japan, that's what they call Super Sentai. So y'all gotta remember that. So what y'all thoughts on this, man? Let me know in the comments down below.